Good afternoon. Thank you for joining. You're watching Newsroom Guyana. I am Isanella Patwa, and this is the afternoon news briefing. Here's a look at some of the stories we're tracking today. The Guyana Revenue Authority (GRA) has less than half of the staff it needs in the Petroleum Revenue Department that deals with monitoring, auditing, and otherwise regulating companies operating in Guyana's oil and gas sector. This was revealed by the Tax Regulators Commissioner General Godfrey Stacia when he appeared before the Public Accounts Committee (PAC) today. During today's sit-in, members of the PAC were examining the 2019 Auditor General's report, and in that report it was noted that the Petroleum Revenue Department, which was established in September 2019, had numerous vacancies. So GRA has been training a wide cross section of its existing staff, preparing them to be transferred to the highly technical Petroleum Revenue Department. But another challenge presents. According to Mr. Stacia, those trained workers are often recruited by oil companies working in Guyana, and those companies, he said, offer them salaries even higher than GRA. Close to a month after he was allegedly shot over an old grievance by a colleague at an East Coast Demerara supermarket, 25-year-old security guard Gerald Anthony Sobers has succumbed to his injuries. Sobers sustained a gunshot wound to his neck during the July 3rd incident. His sister Joy Sobers told the newsroom that the gunshot wound damaged the man's spinal cord, causing him to lose mobility from his chest down. Since the incident, Sobers was hospitalized in the intensive care unit (ICU) of the Georgetown Public Hospital in a critical state. A police investigation is said to be ongoing. However, to date, the suspect, who is employed with a private security firm where Sobers also worked, is yet to be arrested. We tell you now that after spending 11 years behind bars for the murder of gold miner Glenn Javier, three men were freed by High Court Judge Simon Morris Ramlal due to a lack of proper identification of the deceased during the trial. Faisal Moore, Stefan Campbell, and Roy Yukam were on trial before a three-member jury at the Demerara High Court. The men had denied murdering Glenn Javier on May 8 in 2012 at the Cornbread Mini Mart on Durban Street in Georgetown during a robbery. Previously, in 2017, a 12-member jury had found the three men guilty and sentenced them to 80 years in prison. However, they appealed the verdict, arguing that the judge had made legal errors, leading to the conviction being set aside and a retrial ordered. And finally, we tell you that Guyana is upgrading miles of the hinterland roadway that connects the capital city, Georgetown, with Lethem, the town that borders northern Brazil. It is believed that China can provide much needed support to that project. This is according to Guyana's Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Hugh Todd, who traveled with President Dr. Irfan Ali for a one-week visit to China. Todd, while speaking at a reception held at Guyana's embassy in Beijing yesterday, said Guyana has been forming strategic alliances across the globe. China, he said, is one example of a strategic partner. Because of this partnership, he believes China is well positioned to provide more support to Guyana as it constructs the massive roadway between Guyana and Brazil. Already, Guyana is China's largest trading partner in the Caribbean, and the two countries are hoping to deepen bilateral ties with a huge focus on boosting trade and investment promotion. The Lethem Road project is viewed as one that will help Guyana expand trade even more. For these and more stories, you can follow our social media platforms and check out our website, newsroom.gy. I'm Isanella Pato. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you here back on Wednesday.